Hey, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to take a look at an Izzet deck, because I haven't played Izzet much on the channel because I feel like outside of Izzet Control, there's not a lot that really works well right now in the meta. However, I did find this list from Monopoly Vas, and honestly, it looks like it might be pretty sweet. We have some Case of the Filch Falcon because we're going to be playing a lot of artifacts, so this makes sense. We do have some Spell Pierce, which I'm digging because this keeps the sweepers off our back. You know, even can be used against mono red to just keep them from resolving one more spell, which is big. Spyglass Siren. Obviously, get a flyer, get a treasure. Playing a full set of Torch the Tower can let you take down some stuff that's 3 toughness, which is pretty nice. But just having instant speed removal is pretty good. Gonna be playing Voldaren Epicure again because it makes some artifacts. Subterranean Schooner, not a big surprise here. Interestingly, though, it does play Inti, which is pretty sweet. And this kind of works because everything in the deck is fairly cheap. So there is a chance you'll actually get to play multiple spells off that card you draw, which is super nice. Now, there's a couple of Legion Extruders. I probably would like to see a couple more, but we're going to play the deck as it is, see how it works out, and then we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Gleaming Geardrake. This is the main reason I wanted to play, because I tried Geardrake before, and it always came off kind of clunky, and it like sort of worked, but sort of didn't. So I'm hoping this list actually proves me wrong, and this works out even better than we expected. There are some Cryptic Coats, which I like a bunch. And of course, we're going to be playing Zoetic Glyph. Not a real surprise here, because you can turn all your artifacts into 5/4s. Oh, and thanks for those of you that came up and chatted with me between the Cookout and Command Fest last week. It was awesome. Some of you did ask about some of the stuff I was wearing. I do have a merch link. It's linked down below. So if you want to buy anything to support me, check that out. Otherwise, this deck list will be available over at Moxfield, a channel sponsor. But go ahead and check out this video first. Decide if you want to download it. Let's go. By the way, shout out to my English fans and viewers, because man, y'all do tea time, right? Like, I got into doing more tea. I'm gonna keep this in as we talk about beverages, but I don't really do coffee or like really energy drinks or anything, but tea, I've been hooking it up on the tea lately. All right, opponent, what do we face with here? We're gonna have to cling tight to this Spell Pierce, because that's what this feels like. Oh, Plunderer. I don't know what they're up to, but... Oh, this is actually crazy, because I kind of, like... Plunderer kind of helps us, but also kind of... I think we have to just kill it. That's a shame. I feel like if we'd been on the play and I could have got a Geardrake down, I might have let the Plunderer sit for a turn or two and see what would happen. But we were not in that situation, unfortunately. Let's go ahead, play this. Play the Geardrake. I don't even know how badly I want to protect the Geardrake. I might try to fight over it a little bit. Not a lot. A little bit, though. That I will do. Okay, opponent doesn't have much else going on. Good to know. Let's go ahead and... I say that. Let's NT first. And we'll attack. I probably should have waited to play a land, but... Let's discard the other NT, I guess. Yep, and we drew a land. Oh well, no big deal. I say that, and I'll be regretting not having that extra land later. I think because my original plan, though, I was thinking I might just crack this instead of actually play Inti. Alright, well, let's go. I mean, a little surprised they were playing, If I make this bigger, harder for them to kill. Oh, hey, I can actually cast the Case of the Filch Falcon. That's sweet. All right. And it's automatically a solved case, so that's good. Even if they sweep the board, we'll have whatever we get from the glyph, plus we could turn this into a 4/4. It's kind of nice. That's the Spirit Realm, which is gonna remove that, which still gets us a Deuter. Nope. Didn't get anything we could play. But I'm not sure it matters. Let's see. Then we attack. That's 8. So, I mean, decline. Yeah. All right, cool. So that game was just all about Spell Pierce, apparently. Which is, I have to give the opponent credit. That's an interesting build because I saw Plunder and thought we were going to be doing something else with Treasure or whatever. And then it turns out it's like a 5-color control deck or something. Like, I don't know. Very awkward. This seems at least somewhat reasonable, right? We have a turn 1 play. We have a removal if we need it. Which we're going to need it. But that's okay. That's all right. Tiny Bones. I'm gonna get rid of Gear Drake, I think. I feel like I'm playing either Extruder or Schooner next turn. Well, I won't be playing the one they don't want me to. Oh, they're actually more worried about that? Excellent. No blocks. Not mad at that at all. Go ahead and kill this duder. Attack. Airvac, you got it, dude. I mean, right now, all they can get is... Yeah, that's not that exciting. All right. Pass the turn. So we can crew up Schooner if necessary. If they kill it, they kill it. We don't care that much. Oh, they realized. Yeah, they even highlighted the Schooner. Like, ain't gonna catch me. Alright, so we play the Otawara. We could, theoretically... You know what? Let's do this. Go get it. Had other ideas, but figured, hell with it. Let's go. You have a Gissa, and you have skeletons. Congrats. Now it's just, can we race? I don't know that we can, but we'll do the best we can. Oh, drawing extra Schooners was bad here. Real bad. Though... We could... Maybe. No, I don't think we're going to get out of this. Actually, we saw all the Schooners here, right? Oh, that sucks. Because I'm thinking I could, like, sacrifice something to make a 3/3 and then have double Schooners, but... I don't think that's enough. And, like, I don't know if we're in a position to attack and trade. But I guess we gotta try. Get them low enough that maybe we can come out the other side of this. And I'm probably just gonna sack the Zoetic Glyph. Okay. Make us both discard, I'm assuming. Nope, making a sacrifice. Fair. Alright, well, they took care of the sacrifice part for me.
Off you go.
Gear Drake does make a body, which is nice, so it still kind of does what we wanted to do. And opponent's at 9. So this could still be a thing. Alright, so let me think about this for a second, because we know they can't block. Actually, there's no reason to not block at least a 3/3 here, because they don't kill anything, so sure. Yeah. Then we'll just block one of these. Take 3. Do we turn this into a 3/3? Also grows the Gear Drake. Face of the Filch Falcon gives us another artifact that we could turn into a creature. Or sacrifice it to grow the Drake. So these are 3 in the air. I don't think we have a way out of here, y'all. I could like... No, I could sack the clue, but I'd rather have the... this is tough. Alright, I'm gonna do the only thing I think we can do here, but I think we're just dead. This was not a great draw, but... I mean, because that's 12 in just menacing things. I mean, we might not be dead. I mean, like, I don't know. If that's a blank, if it's anything real, we probably die. Oh, that sucks. I wanted that as an actual creature to block with. Actually, alright. I guess we have to crew with that one. And then we'll just sacrifice that guy. Make the other 3/3. Alright, that's kind of the safest thing. I mean, they duress, but then they lose life for playing it, so whatever. I mean, if your goal is to make a sack something, I mean, we're just going to sacrifice the 1/1. Yeah. So I think we're alive? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we block. Alright, somehow we got out of trouble here, I think. 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm just double checking, but it still looks like 12. So we block and block. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I did not think that was gonna be a thing, but here we are. Opponent says GG's. Yep, just have to attack them. Wow, that was close. That was real close. Yeah, I guess we're keeping this. This is pretty functional. Like, these are the hands that are tough because the deck doesn't play a lot of mana. So 2 is great. But even looking at the hand, obviously we'd like to have like 3 on turn 3. But, you know, we're on the draw, so it's possible. This is where we're going to need some of those spell pierces. Man, we're going to take damage from our land too. That's pretty rough. Alright. I mean, we'll do what we can do. Maybe we get to block the Scamp here. I don't know. I mean, there's obviously a real chance we don't, but we'll see what happens. Alright, that doesn't increase its toughness, so that's good. I mean, we're still blocking. I mean, it gets bumped, whatever. Okay, in general, that was like the safest type of turn we could have had there, I think. Now I'm just debating if I want to Schooner here or... Ah, man, this is actually tougher than I want it to be. Damn. I think, though, I'm going to go here and play Case of the Filch Falcon, I think. And then we just solve the case. So we find an untapped land, we can have a 4/4 if we need it. I just realized this doesn't have to be activated as a sorcery or anything. For some reason, I thought it did. It's kind of wild. Like, genuinely, in my head, I thought that had to be activated as a sorcery. Interesting. Okay, well, knowing that, do we make Inti or do I make a clear? I think we make Inti here. And then next turn, still be able to play 2 things. I mean, as soon as I get something that gives the Picnic, Ruin, or Trample, we're wrecked here, since we didn't draw a way to kill it. Yep, there you go. Nope, that doesn't give it Trample. It does give it Double Strike, though, and we'll just... I mean, till they give it Trample, no need in letting our life total drop down if it's avoidable, you know? Let's see. What are we going to go with here? Gunnar and... Epicure? That's a no damage turn, I guess. I mean, if they have their other pump spell and a way to kill Epicure here, though, then we can't even block something effectively this turn. Which is a shame, but... I mean... I would say they're going to run out of pumps, but they probably have infinite, since they're not playing other creatures. Alright, I guess we're trading for this. Or they're just going to give it some other thing to first strike. Nope. Sure, that's fine. Hey, we're expending their hand without taking damage. I'm okay with this plan. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what we were looking for. Pass the turn. Mano faces Kakazan. You got it. Go to 14. Man, opponent's yard is sick. We've survived so much. Alright, they're out of goods. They're out of the goods. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and do this. Getting rid of a blood token. Just so if they did have something they wanted to pump with. Okay, they don't, but they could have. Alright, that opens up things quite a bit here. Let's get our attacks on. I will discard this. Darn it. Oh, Arena, you tapped. Oh, well, that's my fault. I know how Arena is. I can't blame anybody but myself. Alright, in that case, let's just do this. Alright. I feel like once we make a 4-4 with the case of the Filch Falcon, we're going to be in good shape here. Oh, another Drake. Alright. I don't hate that. I'm just going to... Actually, you know what? I'll get more damage and attacking with these. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Alright, opponent's at 7. One of our creatures is a 5/5, so less of a threat. We can block 3 damage worth of something, even if they have something that gives it double strike and trample. Actually, could I have one last turn? 4. Well, no, we did 7, so they were at 14, so we've done 4. Could have turned that to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I wouldn't have had quite enough. 12, 13. Oh, actually, no, I would have had 14, because I... Nope, I'd have been 1 short. Alright. That's fine. Gives it haste. I mean, we're going to block. Like, not much else to do here. Yeah. Sounds good. 10 of 10. No notes. Yep, gonna fling it. I feel you. But I think that, I would say the fling is a sorcery, so they kind of just gotta do it. Fortunately, we are just attacking in the air. So this does not matter. And we'll get our 9 points in there. Sure, why not? Just because we can. It was another schooner anyway. Alright, good win. I'll see it in editing if I could have had lethal in that previous turn, but either way, it ultimately didn't matter. Okay, let's see what we could do. This is a slower hand than we like. Not a lot of artifacts either for our Case of the Filth Falcon. And unfortunately, we did draw a couple of our 3-mana things. Oh, well, you know what? I think we're doing that just so we can unlock these against the red deck, which I think is a pretty big deal. Oh. Oh. Really now? Are they even doing red deck things? Maybe this isn't the type of deck we think it is. Oh, because it's Dinosaur. Nope. They said Dinosaur and then played a Circuit Mender. Like, what? Okay. Still attacking. You can have a card, I guess. That's kind of wild. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and play the Drake and leave up a Spell Pierce. And then we can turn other stuff into flyers or 5/5, 5/4s or whatever on coming turn. Yeah, we're not going to let that happen. Not yet. I mean, I would have only lost the Drake, but at this point, we obviously have a big enough advantage that we can keep pressing the issue. Let's go. Alright, cool. Got there. Yeah, 100% don't know what the opponent's deck was doing. Like, it was red, Cavern of Souls on Dinosaurs, play a green land, Circuit Mender Brotherhood's in. Like, this is... Okay, let me say this as well. This is something I talk about often, that when you're seeing decks at Mythic, unless they're in the top, like, 1,200 competing for, you know, rank to qualify for the end of season stuff or whatever, there's a lot of junk at Mythic. Like, Platinum and Diamond are definitely more difficult to win at than in Mythic. Like, the number of times I just see weird things going on at Mythic because, well, I don't know. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. But regardless, I don't think I would have seen this type of deck doing well at Platinum and Diamond. Okay, let's do it. I think we just play the Spire tapped on 1, and then turn 2 we could play Epicure and leave up Spell Pierce for something crazy, and then just figure it out after that. Here comes potentially a different type of red deck. Maybe not red at all. It could be something to do with, like, treasure or something. And see, there's a blue card. Or at least blue land. Oh, that's a good one to get to stop. Love that. That's just bonus. And the opponent scoops. Love it. Another side note. There are games like this that happen quite a bit that never make my videos. And when we're talking about, like, win percentages or whatever, like, they're included in the math, but, like, they just don't get shown because silly stuff like this happens. And obviously, this isn't the best entertainment. I'm probably only leaving this in because I'm explaining that. But anyway, on to the next one. Let's go. Oh, no. If either of these was a blue land, I think we could have kept. But not with that. Okay. This is serviceable. Let's keep this. Get rid of a schooner, I think. Oh, wait a minute. This does not do what we want. Alright, I guess we're just going to schooner on 2 then. And take a little bit of a beating. Because what else are we supposed to do? I think we're finally going to lose one here, y'all. Because this hand is not good. And we have no removal in hand. Yep. This is going to be a tough one. Let's play a Drake. At least we can block some stuff. So there is that. Pass the turn. I think ultimately we're losing a schooner no matter what this turn. It's just how do we lose it effectively. I think, man, this is going to be tough. But I think my plan is going to be use Drake to crew the schooner and then double block the code breaker. Like, kind of unfortunate. But I think that's the only way we possibly kill it. I mean, they could also just have like Witchstalker Frenzy or something here too, which makes this block gross, but we're kind of on limited options. Yeah, we knew Rage was a thing. It's just what else is behind it. Okay, well, they had another spell, so nothing we can do about it. We tried. Opponent drew well, and we did not. Only good news is we made them spend a lot of cards there, but our hand isn't good enough to take advantage of it. All right, they finally got us. Okay. This Merrick's is going to be a little bit of a problem. Like, the Merrick's unfortunately forces our hand a little bit here, because I think we have to play Gear Drake next turn. Tiny Bones, sure, you got it. Yeah, I think we're all going to get tired of seeing Tiny Bones over the next, like, couple years. Actually, okay, well, that unlocks some things. I think we go with it anyway. Because then it turns on our case. Actually, just black in general. And they lose a few things post-rotation, so we'll see. Oh, if that's all you got? Alright. I'm good with this. Let's go. I mean, they might play... Oh, not that. I was thinking something else, but that's fine. Now I want an untapped blue sword. Oh, they just put one in the... Okay. Oh, actually, that one would have been tapped. So they actually did us a favor. Because I actually want to do this. And just be the super aggressor. Alright, opponent's at 6. Well, we won't be losing creatures here. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, but this is funny. Check this out. We could play this. And then we can... Oh, no, but it doesn't solve till the end of turn. Dang it. So close, but so very far away. Then what do we do here? Like, this draws us a card, doesn't really do anything. Alright, we just attack with this. I mean, because right now, even if the opponent gains life, they go to 5, and then we just put 4 counters on something else next turn. So it's mostly fine. Yeah, you have a tiny bone. That's whatever. That doesn't do enough to change anything here. Sure. Alright. I mean, I couldn't block the relevant creature anyway, because it has menace. But you got it, opponent. I guess I'll draw a card. I mean, because it just puts 4 counters on target, not on effect. Oh, yeah, sure. Alright. Well, Ottawa is juicy, but doesn't really matter. Can I not? Oh, this wasn't solved? What was I missing earlier? Oh, in my head, this was already solved. I screwed up. That is very, very bad. Why was this not solved? Because I controlled 3 artifacts last turn, right? Or no, it's saying it's solved. Put 4... Oh, target non-creature. Oh, okay. Well, that's that. I guess we're just attacking then. I never realized it said non-creature till literally right now, but that's okay. I don't think we're going to lose this regardless. They're still making us not block, which is fine. We're just going to bounce the Flesh Gorger, and then we just kill them. Alright. Yep, we go to 12. And that should do it. I gotta give this deck credit. Even making some knuckleheaded plays while I'm playing it and goofing around. Like, still managing to win, so maybe it's got some legs. Opponent goes first here. You know, I feel like this has possibilities. I think we have to play Spire tapped on 1. And then unlock some things after that. But there's a lot of potential, at the very least. Hey, an opponent who also plays the same little doggo avatar I have. Or wolf three-tailed guy. I don't know what that is. Alright. Cryptic Coat might be good here, too. Though I don't really have any idea what we're trying to dodge right now, which is a little weird. I feel like this is a game where we're going to need Spell Pierce real bad. Probably multiples. Good news is we're not seeing any of these domain control decks all that often anymore. They've sort of fallen off, at least the best of one ladder, a bit recently. Hope you're going to exile it. I wouldn't blame you. Okay, well they can if they want to now. Let's see. I have a blood token and a clue token. What if I just Cryptic Coat instead? How do you feel about that? Oh, we stuck a Zoetic Glyph under there. Dang it. That's actually one of our other good cards in this type of matchup, because if our creatures die, we still get something. Boseiju the Cryptic Coat. Sure, I'll take action. Why not? Let's go get us a mountain. I don't hate that. Too bad I didn't have mana to return it to my hand. Play a canal. They still only have 1 white, so we're not worried about... let me go ahead and play this beforehand, in case I decide I want to crack a clue token or something during combat. I doubt I will, but you never know. I mean, realistically, they're probably just going to play the black sweeper, whatever that thing is. Oh, and Urtai Resurrected. Look at that. You're going to give us a card? I am not opposed to that. Not what I expected they were going to play here, but also not terrible. All right. In the turn. All right, so now I'm going to assume their hand is mostly sweepers of some variety. Another Urtai. Of course it is. All right, we'll take a card. Spyglass Siren. Sweet. And do we attack? I guess an attack and trade. Force them to deal with it, I guess. Wow, they didn't even block. That's a surprise. I generally thought they were going to. Oh, so this is what we're doing. That's why. This is a Legends deck. I was playing around the wrong cards this whole time. Well, as it turns out, Spell Pierce might not be great. Lands are worse, but Spell Pierce is not what we were hoping for here. All right, play this. Play this. Activate this. Turn a blood token. Use a map on Siren? Actually, let's put it here. So there's no good blocks on the ground and we can just attack. Alright. Gonna bounce our token. Oh, I guess we don't have a lot. You can just go for the throw on. That's fair. I don't think they're playing sweepers here. So more flyers is probably good. Now that we've identified what they're doing. Well, that does have reach. That's real. Real annoying, but real. And they still technically have 2 mana for something here. Okay, so we can play this guy. But, use a map here. Draw a card. Oh my gosh. They're at 7. All right, we haven't played a land yet. Play this. Map here? Wow, that didn't work at all. All right. I mean, we do what we got to do. Okay, there are 2. And we have a pile of flyers. I don't know if it's good enough. We're also at 19, so we're not worried about their blocks. Or, I mean, their attacks. And that's not another blocker. I think we're better now. Yep, we know that doesn't do much, but we do get to draw a card. Poetic Glyph turns an artifact into a bigger attacker. I mean, sure. And we just put it here. And then just attack with the flyers, I guess. I mean, if they have something, they have it. And they have access to 4 mana, so who knows? I'm assuming they can bounce at least 1. Oh, Urtai to kill 2 things. Crafty. I mean, I guess technically it buys them some time. That's cute. Yeah, sure, we'll just play it. Alright, that works too. And then they die to Epicure. Oh no, they don't! Because of Elish Dorn. Too funny. Alright. They're still at 1. We have 2 flyers. Still got to deal with those for the moment. Actually, they just have 3 creatures to our 5 creatures. That's a bigger thing. But they do still have lands, and we have a land we can activate as well. Alright, so they're going to go digging for things here. Which gets them at least 2 creatures. One of which sadly has reached, the other is Slogurk. Ugh. Gross. Alright, they still have plenty of mana. Especially if they have any other lands they can activate. Because those will gain them life. Can't use this on anything. Alright. Guess we gotta try. This is one of those ones where, like, you hate it, but you do what you gotta do, you know? Alright, here we go. I mean, I'll put the counter on 1 Spyglass, right? I don't think it matters. Nope. Mirix is just a random... Wow, we found way too many lands this game. We're only playing 22. I also messed up on the early turns because I was playing this as though the opponent was playing a whole different deck. And that's on me. I'm kind of just hoping they don't have much here, but we'll see. I mean, we know they have lands they can get rid of here, so I'm not even remotely thinking that the game's over. Because they'll gain life and deal with the creature. Yep. Okay. We can play this. We can play this. We can play this. We can... We have to wait on that. Alright. Yeah, I actually don't think we can win from here, actually. As long as they're... Yeah, that's game. Alright. That one's on me because I played incorrectly in the beginning, but credit to the opponent. Yeah, this seems more than fine. Let's keep this. Let's play Siren, I think. Interesting because I kind of wanted to Spire on 1 and leave myself 2 blue as an option on the next turn. But I might just play Inti and see what happens. Oh, well. Never mind. Actually, no, I'm probably still playing. No, let's do this. Not that it matters, because next turn's really where I want to spin the Spell Pierce. So I probably should have just played Inti. Because honestly, I want to be able to counter like a, I don't know, temporary lockdown or something. Though this might not be a temporary lockdown deck looking at things. I'm going to discard this and regret my decision later. Yep, I was wondering. Probably going to be something we couldn't cast there, but that's okay. Really just looking for another artifact, I think. And the worst part is I think if they kill Inti, we kind of have to just let her go. I don't think we fight over that card. I think we're more worried about the sweepers and other things. They have some type of removal here. I wonder if it's the sacrifice and exile a thing. Because that would make sense. Oh, friction. Okay, that we will counter. Like, I don't want to get caught up in that game. Okay, this makes things a lot easier. So let's just turn Huh. This, because I'm probably going to draw a card at some point here. And attack before I play a land here. Actually, yeah, I am going to discard it. I was debating it, but I think I'm fine with that. Found a land anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say, this just makes it to where they don't have a good block and have to take max damage, which is why I did it. Alright. So I'm just hoping if they sweep the board here, we at least get something off for a duder. Path of Peril. Come on, be a dude. Geardrake would be the best. That's not terrible, though. We could have done a lot worse than that card. Oh, that's also not bad. Alright, attack for 3. Choo-choo for 2. Oh, we got a Zoetic Glyph under there? Alright. Opponent's at 4. We can make a 3-3 during their end step, and then we can turn our Extruder into a 4-4 flyer. So we're in a pretty good spot, all things considered. Shieldred with 1 mana open. I don't think we feel too bad about that. Do I just draw a card here? I don't think it matters greatly, but yeah. We also can't block our dude here, so don't think it matters. And a Spell Pierce just for insurance. Alright. And a Taxis. Alright, not too bad. Alright, credit where it's due to Monopoly Vas, which I think translates from Spanish to English as like hurry up chicken or mana chicken go or something along those lines. But either way, one thing I will say is Spell Pierce overperformed this whole video. I mean, had an opponent like instant concede to it. It kept sweepers off of us. It kept creatures alive. You know, like this in this build, right card for sure. There were some times I wanted a little more removal if you're talking about like the mono red matchups and stuff. So having another Legion Extruder would be nice. So if you don't own some of the other things, that's probably what I would play. Other than that, yeah, it kind of did what you expected it to do. And Geardrake, we had 2 different games where Geardrake got to do its thing. So I was pretty happy about that. One of the games I lost was strictly because of, you know, I failed to identify what the opponent was playing properly. So that's on me. The other one I just got outright beat. You know, opponent had a good draw. We had a bad one. They got us. But yeah, this deck, I mean, it can do something for real. Now, as I was talking about earlier, by the way, don't forget, if you want to buy some merch, links down below. But please, if you haven't, at the very least, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, so you get to see all this stuff. And I'm also working on a series right now for deck building. Hopefully I'll have that out in a week or so, but you won't want to miss that. And hit the like button so other people get to see this. But anyway, I think at Mythic, the games are a little softer than they are at Diamond and Platinum. Except, like I said, except for at the very top of Mythic. Usually once you're at like 98% plus up to the numbered spots, I think tend to be a little tougher because people are grinding to try to get those spots. I think lower than that doesn't really matter, honestly. I think you see a lot of weird decks. But that being said, the decks still perform well. I'm not going to take anything away from it. You know, we didn't really have what I would call a bunch of awkward draws except for maybe once. So yeah, not a lot to say negative about this deck. It performed pretty well. Case of the Filch Falcon, won several games. Big fan of this. But the list we're posting up is 3 of those: 3 Spell Pierce, 4 Spyglass Siren, 4 Torch the Tower, 4 Epicure, 4 Schooner, 4 Inti, 2 Legion Extruder, 4 Gleaming Geardrake, 2 Cryptic Coat, 4 Zoetic Glyph, 4 Island and Ottawa, 3 Mountains, 1 Sekinzen, 2 Restless Spire, 4 Shivan Reef, 4 Spire Bluff Canal, 2 Stormcarved Coast, and 1 Merrick's. And if you like these decks that have all types of parts and whatever that work together, don't forget to check out our other video where we played Comball and won like 70% of our games doing lots of crazy stuff. And if you see all these names, those are people that support the channel. They are all YouTube members and get bonus benefits here on the channel. So check that out. Linked below if you haven't yet. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.